going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about Silver Sable, another video on Silver Sable. This champion is kind of amazing now, and I'm sort of surprised that she hasn't caught on to the wider community because of how incredibly powerful her utility is. So, I'm just going to jump right into this. This is a 7-star rank 3 Sig 20 Silver Sable. I do plan to take my Silver Sable up to rank 3, and if I wanted to awaken her, I absolutely could because I have a skill awakening gem. But she's in the base pool, so I'm just going to most likely wait for the dupe. Now, the first thing I'm going to do here is throw a heavy attack. Now, if you're not familiar with what Silver Sable's heavy attack does, it inflicts a disorient passive on the opponent. It's a 40% disorient for 18 seconds against non-science champions, but against science champions, it is a 100% disorient passive. So that means you can do stuff like this. Throw a heavy, and MODOK can now no longer auto-block. And that disorient lasts for quite a long time. So you can get your first special one off, you can bait some special attacks, bait some heavies, whatever you want to do, throw another heavy attack, refresh the disorient, and MODOK still can't auto-block. Now he's being a little stingy not going for intercepts here. But again, all you have to do is intercept. He's being very stingy right now. But all you have to do is intercept to refresh the Sable Mines. That was 27,000 damage per second on those shocks. That was 47 seconds for MODOK. He didn't auto-block one time. Even with a bad AI, like MODOK was not going for intercepts there, he was not following along with my heavy attack, he wasn't being super aggressive, and that was still less than 50 seconds for a very annoying defender in MODOK. Let's ramp things up a little bit. Let's go fight somebody like Thing. Thing is not necessarily the best matchup for Silver Sable because he's immune to shock, but Silver Sable has a shock replacement on all of her bursts of damage when she would trigger a shock, where you can still use her for Thing, and it makes a lot of sense. So again, first thing we do, throw a heavy attack. Thing will always have 2 rock stacks when you're using Silver Sable. That's nothing you can avoid because you have to get that initial heavy off. But once you get the initial heavy off, now you just have to consistently keep that disorient up by, parry heavy or heavy countering specials. And then for this specific matchup, what you want to do is you just want to go for your special ones and intercept, and that's it. That is literally the name of the game for Thing. And I'm dealing 6,000 burst damage every single hit. Refresh the disorient. Thing is already down to a pretty low health threshold. That energy vulnerability from Winter Soldier is increasing the damage even further, and that was Thing completely neutralized, not actually neutralized, but, neutralized as in the actual definition, in 46 seconds. Let's ramp things up a little bit more, just showing you how insane a Silver Sable is. Champions that have really annoying evades, like, I don't know, Spider-Gwen. She's really annoying. She can be kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Well, with Silver Sable, you use this heavy attack, and it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Everything gets shut off immediately. You can even go for a little light attack and then a heavy. And the heavy's still going to land, and now Spider-Gwen can't evade, even if she wanted to. The only way she could possibly evade right now is if she had increased ability accuracy, which I know she doesn't, because there is no node increasing her ability accuracy. So the name of the game is simple. For short and even some medium form content, depending on the health pool of the character, all you need to go for is a single special 1 into a special 2. Now ideally, the trap is ready to go and not triggered when you throw that special 2. So like this. And then Spider-Gwen dies. 27,000 damage per tick, 50,000 damage per second, over 50,000 damage. Crazy. 39 seconds, no evades from Spider-Gwen. She's just ridiculous. Let's just ramp it up even further. Let's go fight one of her target matchups, probably her biggest target matchup, in Photon. Photon's very annoying. There are a lot of great Photon counters nowadays. But when Silver Sable came out, she was supposed to be a Photon counter, but she didn't really hit the mark. Now, after her buff, she is a fantastic Photon counter. because all you need to do is keep that disorient up. And that's it. That is literally it. Your heavy attack can't miss. You place that disorient, and Silver Sable just goes to town. Again, one special one into a special two. That is all you need. You want to make sure you keep that disorient up. Photon's still going to gain some charges from activating special attacks. But it's honestly fine because, well, she's dead. So it doesn't matter. Rank 3 Photon, 46 seconds. Very consistent, that 46 number. Basically 100% health. Just a total lockdown of her defensive abilities. The only way she's gaining those charges is when she's throwing specials and if you hit into her miss. But if you're only doing parry heavy and you're not using any other attacks, you're not going to give her any additional charges from hitting into the miss. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going on the map here. I mean, a champion like Leader, who just came out, who has these new severe debuffs, kind of an annoying defender Leader can be sometimes. Silver Sable just shuts him down. The Disorient is so powerful, so powerful. Honestly, I am so surprised that not as many people have caught on to the power of Silver Sable, because she is just ridiculous, man. She has so much power with that Disorient. It shuts off so many abilities for Science Champions. And yeah, maybe she's not the best outside of the Science class, but when you're using her for Science Champions, man, she is absolutely insane. Get that Disorient right back up. And that's it. Leader's gone. Throw a relic to ensure he can't hit me. And that's it. Leader, I locked in a little bit there. But Leader is gone in, wow, 47 seconds. It's almost like that number is super consistent across the board. And again, this is rank 3 Sig 20. No boosts, no synergies, no recoil masteries. This is just Silver Sable. And that Leader was completely locked down. I didn't get any of those debuffs on me. I turned off that protection because I couldn't get any debuffs on me because I turned off the abilities because with the Disorient. I mean, she's ridiculous, man. She's absolutely ridiculous. I don't think she's the best science champion the best skill champion in the entire game, but she has such a lockdown over science champions that it's ridiculous. It's just so powerful, that Disorient. And it's passive too, which means it can't be shrugged off. There's no way for champions to shrug it off because it's a passive Disorient. It's just wild. It's so crazy. Immortal Abomination, he inflicts poison. Now, if we don't get unlucky here, I shouldn't get any poison triggers on me. Yeah, so there's the Disorient, and that's it. As long as I don't take any blocked hits or get clobbered to the face like I'm doing right now, I'm not going to get any poisons on me. I can easily heavy counter a special one. I'm going to throw my special one here. There's the easy heavy counter. I'm going to throw my special too. And I-Abom is basically dead. Throw my heavy here. I got an unlucky poison trigger, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to hit his block and he's dead. So even in a unideal matchup where I didn't play super well, 90% health, 50 seconds, one poison trigger on me at the end of the fight. That wasn't even a perfect fight, and that still went very well, all things considered. I just can't emphasize enough how powerful Silver Sable's Disorient is. It is legitimately one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful Disorient in the entire game. Let's go fight Spot. You know, Spot's a super annoying defender sometimes. The untouchable passive, if you get unlucky with your combos and you trigger too many of his spots and he goes untouchable, that's like guaranteed damage that you can't avoid. With Silver Sable, not only can her heavy not miss, not only does she have this Disorient passive, but she also has a tracking debuff on her special one. So even if somehow Spot was able to gain enough spots to go into his little untouchable state, you have a tracking debuff, and every time you cross over a Sable mine, you Purify debuff. So it's just wild. And that's a special too. Only 10 shocks. You don't really need much more. And Spot is dead with some ticks on the shock to spare. 43 seconds. No untouchable. No spots triggered from basic hits. It's just absolutely insane. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's end off this video with a not a Winter Soldier, a Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk kill. See if I can line a triple shock or a 30 shock Red Hulk kill in Labyrinth to finish off the video here. Again, no synergies, no boost. The only thing I'm going to have here is class advantage. But I really hope that initial showcase showed off how ridiculously powerful Silver Sable's utility is. That Disorient turns off so much. Just so much stuff. It's legitimately insane how powerful that Disorient is. It reminds me of OG Black Widow from way back in the day. If you're not familiar with what happened with Black Widow, way back in 2015, 2016, OG Black Widow could reduce the opponent's ability accuracy by 100% if she was SIG 200. And that was, a little crazy. So having this sort of similar-esque vibe on Silver Sable in the modern day, but specifically geared towards Science Champions, personally, I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. I think it's okay to have one character just completely shut down another class. That's existent in other classes. You see that a lot in Cosmic. You see it a lot in Tech for Mutant Champions like Nimrod and Sentinel. So for it to exist in the skill class, I think it's a long overdue that we have another character in a similar vein as original Black Widow, Just so much utility, really, really solid damage in every form of content, In every single piece of content, Silver Sable has super high damage. And, I mean, look at this. This is Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk. He's absolutely melting. Those are, that was an insane amount of damage right there. And it's so easy to get to. I mean, once you have 3 traps down, you can just keep cycling this special 2 loop because you don't need to throw special 1s anymore. The only reason you would need to is if for some reason you wanted to keep that tracking debuff up. But it's super unnecessary. And there we go, 21 shocks. I don't even need to max them out. And I know Red Hulk is just dead. Yeah, look at that. I mean, 1.5 million health in 1 minute and 38 seconds. 99 hits. Unreal. Just unreal. Silver Sable has probably gotten the best 0 to hero buff we've seen in a long time. I know Mr. Sinister came out, and that was a huge deal, and I think Sinister probably was the best buff of 2024. But Silver Sable got buffed in 2025, and I think it will be very difficult for a champion to reach the level of buff efficiency that Silver Sable reached, because my goodness, this character is amazing, and I am such a huge fan. I really enjoy the playstyle. I'm so happy that she got the love that she absolutely needed, and she's a fantastic character, and I really hope this video helps show more and more people that Silver Sable is ridiculous, and she's absolutely worth ranking up. She works in every level of health pool, every level of content. She is effective. She's not just a one-trick pony in one area of the game. She works everywhere, and that's a telltale sign for me that I'm going to like a character if they work in more than one piece of content. So, thank you all very much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I did this all live, as you can tell. None of this is like swiping on my phone, pre-recorded gameplay. I wanted to get my genuine reaction and my genuine gameplay just going at it with Silver Sable against a bunch of different science defenders, and then taking her for a spin in long-form Ever-style content to show you how effective she can be there. So, if you enjoyed the video, and I really hope you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and also hitting like. Both of those things are extremely helpful for me and helps push the channel and the videos on the channel out to more and more people. So if you could do that, I'd be greatly appreciative. But in any case, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.